13 out of 13 against the American Ed Gonzales. And here comes Big Eddie. 16 stone, 8 pounds of him. And I tell you, this is one durable character. Gone the full 10-round trip with Larry Holmes. Gone the distance with Riddick Bowe, that was over 8 rounds. And not a bad little record either. Coming off a win back in May against Nathan Tubbs, outpointed him in 10 rounds over in Las Vegas. I had a chat with him earlier in our hotel, and he's enjoying this durability, this reputation that has put him in with some of the best fighters in the world and enabled him to hold his own. And I tell you, if you're one for little boxing bits of memorabilia, his dad, Manuel, fought Emil Griffith for the world welterweight title way back in 1965. Fighting family. Herbie Hyde. If Chris Eubank is simply the best, Herbie Hyde reckons he's the one and only. Well, they've taken to Herbie while he's been over here sparring of our friends in Hamburg, the Dancing Destroyer. That translates into German as Tanzender Zestora. That sounds good, doesn't it? Here's Herbie. 12 fights, 12 wins, 12 stoppages. He's coming off a broken right hand he sustained in his last contest that we saw at the very tail end of last season, 3rd of July in Brentwood against Tucker Richards. He did a real job on him, stopped him in 3, but as I say, sustained that broken right hand. Following day, came to the Hyde Park Hotel and picked up the Pro Box Young Boxer of the Year award. Hope he didn't let us down. City fan, he's got a little canary. Do you see it there? There you are, little Norwich canary. Norwich City. And
ja, liebe Boxsportfreunde, wir kommen zum Schwergewicht. Dieser Kampf ist angesetzt auf 10 Runden. Und lassen Sie mich begrüßen den Mann, der einmal den Ex-Weltmeister Larry Holmes an den Rande einer Niederlage brachte. 103,50 Kilogramm. Ed Gonzales aus den USA.
Well, 16 and a half stone, and he ain't going to be speedy, Gonzales, I tell you that.
Hat von seinen 25 Siegen
That's very good, Dave.
15 durch K.O. erzielt, mit einem Kampfgewicht von 90.
The crowd were having a bit of a laugh at his size, but they don't realise just how durable this guy is.
Aus Großbritannien.
Herbie looks in superb condition.
I don't think I have ever seen Herbie looking in better nick than this.
Zur Mitte bildet. Aus Merzenich bei Düren, Norbert Krosch.
Our good friend Norbert Krosch doing the honours again.
I've always wondered whether Herbie could go into a legitimate heavyweight, but he's beginning to show me that he can. He's putting on natural weight there, and he's only a young man, so he's 20 years old.
Yeah, he's a baby still. I must admit, sorry to repeat myself, but he really does look in the most superb condition tonight. I've got to be careful what I say about her, because he's a great screen sport fan. He watches all the pro boxing, and he'll take this, I tell you. Because the last time against Tucker Richards, I made the mistake of saying that Herbie doesn't have a one-punch finish. And he got me in a corner the next day and told me in the nicest possible way that he did have a one-punch finish. So, Herbie, I know you're going to watch this when you get back home to Norwich. We wish you well tonight.
Gonzales trying to psych him out there before the start of the fight. Staring at him within 2 inches of his face. He can need more than that.
Now there's a little cryptogram on Herbie's trunks. We'll leave you to work them out. Little canary. Tell you more about that later. Round 1, scheduled for 10. Well, Gonzales taking the mickey.
We know Herbie likes to get the job done here. Always likes to get the job over and done with early. It'll be interesting to see if this guy pulls him into the late rounds, whether he'll have to go the distance for the first time in his career.
I'm betting not. Now, the thing about Herbie, if you've seen him before, you'll know he has got dazzling hand speed. He really does. Gonzales once again doing a little bit of showboating. Crowd enjoying it. Herbie is not.
This is what Gonzales does best.
Stop!
Now, there's a good bit of refereeing from Norbert Cross. Norbert Cross has said, cut out the funny stuff. Let's do this for real, guys. And good refereeing from the German referee.
I was just saying that Gonzales is the dab-handed, leaning back on the ropes, getting those elbows tucked base into his head, keep himself covered up on a difficult target to hit. But what Herbie's got to do is just keep peppering away at him. Put loads of punches in there, because Gonzales is not throwing anything back. He's just tucking up, and he's like a...
Well, he's a big enough
target. He's like a
he's a big enough
human
target
punch
to hit,
bag
isn't he?
at the moment. That's exactly
Yeah.
right. And he's terribly rotund looking, and a bad advertisement for our sport, unfortunately. But he's a traveller, and he's been around, and he's lasted the distance with all the big guys. Who's to say he won't last the distance with Herbie?
Well, it's no mean achievement if you can go 10 rounds with Larry Holmes, even a nearly 40-year-old Larry Holmes. Go 10 rounds with him is no mean achievement. And remember, Herbie has never gone the full trip in his life. As a professional, I add.
It's a good right hand.
Well, Eddie Gonzales getting the crowd, or trying to get the crowd on his side. He doesn't have a bad record at all, really. He's had 42 bouts, 127 of them. Herbie's, of course, perfect record. And he's saying, well, what's all this about for Freddie King?
This is his right hand right at the end here. Good sharp right hand over the top. It's the second one that does the damage, actually. Boom, that's it. Could be accused of a little rapid punch there, a rapid punch, but it they all count, I can assure you. When Herbie hits you, you stay hit.
It's nice to see him, Herbie, that is, using his right hand after he did break it. He's using it with not a thought, so he's obviously got full confidence that it's back to full working order again, which is good. Round two.
Herbie's just got to stay on top of this guy, bang him around that very flabby looking midsection. Just keep hitting him. He's got the hand speed, just keep punching away, because Gonzales is not throwing anything back, and if your opponent doesn't throw anything back, just keep banging him and falls on the ground.
And Herbie has been told, I'm sure, by Freddie King to go and enjoy it, do a job of work. American's got to dig, but I don't think he can. I don't think he's got the speed to catch Herbie.
I don't know that he's met Gonzales has met somebody who punches as quickly and as solidly as Herbie. Herbie's a very fast punch. That's his biggest asset, is his hand speed. And he's into and developing into a really big, solid heavyweight. He's got to keep banging that
Bring it
body.
up the middle. Little Ali shuffle. Oh, look at all this. Good stuff. In moderation.
Yeah, Gonzales looking a bit distressed in this round. That's what Herbie's just got to keep on top and keep punching.
There's a big difference between a young, super fit Herbie Hyde and a 39, 40-year-old Larry Holmes, even though one is a former world heavyweight champion. Holmes does not throw punches as often as Herbie Hyde does.
That's right, he fights in spasms, Dave. He's fighting a young, fresh, determined heavyweight, and you know, Herbie wants to get this job over and done with, and he wants to stop him. And if he keeps punching like that and keeps throwing as many of those, he'll do the job early. You know, I wish he would stop this, carry on and messing. He was backhanded there as well. But he's doing the right thing. It's a good, solid punch.
Got him. And Gonzales looks in some
He's not getting up here, Dave.
No, hasn't made it. That is it. Herbie Hyde by knockout in 13 fights, 13 wins, 13 inside the distance. We're going to hear from Herbie in just a moment. A little cryptogram, I told you. A big D, a canary, and then destroyer underneath that. The canary, what does a canary do? Canary sings, right? So the dance, sing, destroyer. That's Herbie for you. Here's how he finished it. And he really did a good job of work on the American. And that is genuine distress on Gonzales' face. There is a big, big difference, as I said in commentary, between going 10 rounds with Larry Holmes, who just throws a shot, and trying to go 10 with a super fit young man like this. Now, we got both men up in a neutral corner, and I'm sure dwarfed by the pair of them is my mate Barry McGuigan.
Herbie, very impressive. How did you feel fighting away from home for the first time?
Barry, I loved it. That's great. I want to come back here again. I love it.